fine by the grace of God. Welcome to the month of August, month of great transformation, month of fresh opportunities, month of divine blessings, month of divine enablement in every way and on every side. My prayer for you is that the grace, wisdom, and the strength of God will help you in all your endeavors, not just to succeed, but to excel by the grace of the living God in Jesus' name. Welcome to Nisinuga Reflections. We're looking once again at another side of the mind of man, our mind. Yesterday we started the introduction. What is the mind? Where does it reside in the body? Where can it be found? What is its structure? But you know, different organs and tissues have structures. So what's the structure of the organ that operates the mind, or which the mind sits? Like the eye is for vision, the tongue and the mouth for speech, the ear, the ocular for hearing, the skin for feeling. So where is the seat of the mind? We found that, or we see discussing it, that even when they do the surgical work, they can't find any location for the mind. So we also discovered that the structure of the mind, we have the conscious mind, we have the subconscious mind, and we have the unconscious mind. That one that operates almost by reflex. Then we talk about different qualities of the mind. I'm just doing a quick recap. We have weak mind, we have strong mind, we have productive, we have destructive mind. Well, to catch up on that, please try to check on that video. It's already released on YouTube. Go to Nisinuga Reflections channel, then you say it. So today we want to talk about the productive mind, which is your goal. I want to be productive, you want to be productive. If you're already productive, you should increase in your productivity, because growth is part of life. You must grow in your creativity, productivity, innovations, and all those. So, what is the mind? Your mind is that part of your being that defines you. You can say you have a sharp mind, you have the dull mind, because your mind defines your personality. Your mind determines your quality, and your worth in life. Why? Because your mind is responsible for your intellect. That is the way you think, the way you rationalize is the operation of your mind. That's why when you talk, they say, have you thought that thing through? Is your mind, are you in right control of your mind? Is your mind settled or is your mind troubled? Because it affects your intellect, the way you think, the way you reflect. So it is responsible for your thoughts and your thought patterns. It's responsible for your feelings, because your feelings determine how you respond, not react now. How you respond to situations and circumstances and people around you. It's also a function of your mind, because when something happens, you see something, you reflect on it. What is this thing? Of what use is it to me? Can it be harmful? What is this? Is it sugar? Is it salt? What is this white substance? Is it cocaine, the package there? You think about it before you take it. Is it taste small, taste small? I can't just taste it. You have to smell. Does it have any smell? And so, and remember, please don't do that. It's not everything you smell. That little sniff you did may be the last you ever do. I used to teach chemistry. One time, many years back, a student just got to the lab and just saw a bottle filled with ordinary liquid like this. It's a 5-liter plastic container. So he just opened it and just sniffed it. Because of the curiosity, took a big sniff. So the thing went inside. That's ammonia for you, very dangerous. very dangerous. When somebody is unconscious and they want to try to wake the person, sometimes they use ammonia. The person sniff ammonia. So I just said that so that you don't just sniff anything you see around you. And they do anything to sneeze. Just be very careful. Don't sniff anything. Don't sniff, please. So it's responsible for your feelings. It's your mind is there for your speech. That's why before you say anything, remember I said it handles your thought pattern. You think about it. So your mind affects and controls your thought pattern and your speech. That is why before you say something, you reflect on it. You let your mind ruminate, or your mind will work on it. So your mind also controls your memory. Your mind controls your memory. So how well you remember something, how well you operate on something is a function of your mind, because the what you think about, the way you process it, that's why it is go to either short-term memory or long-term memory. So your mind also control your reasoning. Since you control your thought pattern, your speech, then definitely your reasoning. And it controls your opinion about yourself. Opinion. I say, what do you think about yourself? It's your mind that will reflect on it. Who am I? What am I? What am I doing here? So your mind reflects on that and comes to a conclusion. And that means your mind determines your sanity. So you can see that your mind is not something you trifle with. Your mind is not something you play. Sometimes your mind is not something you allow somebody to toy with. Your mind, surely, is the very essence of your being. I repeat, your mind is the very essence of your being. Like I said yesterday, it's the control tower. It's the control center. It's the supercomputer of your life. So that is why the Bible advises in Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23. It said, guard your heart, which is where your mind operates, with all diligence, because out of it are the issues of life. So, as I said, your mind controls your thought pattern. Your thought pattern determines your purpose in life, how you operate, your purpose, the essence of your being. If you do something, they will ask you, why did you do that? You say, why did you say that? It's your mind that is in operation. So your mind determines your thoughts. They say, did you think about it? Now your purpose, which is the reason why. And your purpose now determines the action. Because it's what you purpose to do that you will now move ahead to do. So your purpose determines your actions, relatively and respectively. And your action determines your habits, because habits are actions that are carried repeatedly over a period of time. So your action determines now your habit, and your habit now produces your character, because something that you do over and over again that's already part of your personality, it has already been part of your character that defines you, isn't it? And your character now fixes your destiny, because that's what people will know you by. Marvelous Adedayo, you are welcome. Yes, actions determine habit. You are very correct. And true, our mind determines our thoughts. Thank you so much, Marvelous. You're welcome. Surav, you're welcome. Yeah, I like to see your hearts too. So that is the introduction to the essence of your mind. So please don't allow anybody to play with your mind. And how will they try to do that? Is through the words they speak to you, through things they present to you, through things they use to cajole you, to mislead you, or to misguide you, or to sweet-tongue you, or to just, you can see, they are playing with your thoughts. They play with your reasoning. They want to take your reasoning. You already have some philosophy and principles of life you play with. They try to confuse you and try to change that. So, but you will be on your guard. You don't allow it. So, what are some of the attributes of the productive mind? You now want to look at what are the attributes of the productive mind? Because that is your goal. That is my goal. I want my mind to be productive, and I want the mind of as many as I can touch through this medium, through my channel, to be even more productive than myself, so that together we'll be able to impact the world for greater joy. So I have about 18 things to present, and I'll present them as clearly as I can. Number one, the productive mind is always open, and it has a valve control. You know, a valve has an inlet, prevents outlet. As an inlet, prevents outlet. Yes, attributes of productive mind. So what does that mean? You know, you are open. You listen to ideas, but those ideas, you not let them to just determine, say you should do this. Like, I come and tell you something. I say, well, you are not to do that business, or you are not to buy that thing. But because I know that if you buy that thing and you use it in your business will multiply by ×3 or ×4. I'm jealous. But you listen to me, you heard what I said, but you now say, okay, let me think about it. I will think about a proposition. But from information available to me, buying that equipment, installing it, and using it will help us to increase in our productivity. That's what the journal says, and that's what those who have used it have said. So you are an open valve. You are open to suggestions, open to ideas. You are a learner. You are receptive to ideas, but you don't allow yourself to be pushed, to be made to say what you don't want to say, or what is not in your favor, or what is not good. Like they do at meetings, in some board meetings, in some organizations, they will come to try and cajole you to be on their side. Well, they say, Mr. So, we've got this idea to share with you. Maybe you join our camp. Well, you can't tell them. You have to listen to what they want to say first. You can't say, go away, I don't want to listen to you. Okay, I'm all ears. They say it, they present it. Then you take it to your computer room, in your conscious and subconscious mind, and you process it. And you see that this thing do not tell you, tell them sorry, or you can tell them, please give me some time to think about it. I work on it. So that is, a productive mind is open to ideas and suggestions, but it has a valve control. That's why the Bible advises, it said, be quick to hear, but slow to speak. Quick to hear, slow to speak. That is when the things are saying, well, listen carefully, but before you say, you have to, because you have the valve control. Number 2, it is always ready and willing to learn, as well as assimilate fresh ideas. I hinted at in number 1. Always ready is a good learner, because nobody is a world of ideas. Ideas abound. Number 3, he sits very keenly with open eyes every information flow that comes into it and out of it. A productive mind doesn't talk anyhow, doesn't act anyhow, and doesn't just take anything. For example, in the military, when you are part of the discussion of a coup, or you just get to your ear, no matter how small, you're already a culprit if you don't report it to the authorities. So it's better. So if you know that when you have this part gathering together, what they are discussing will get you into trouble, it's better you stay away. So you sift with open eyes and keen ears every information that flow in and out of it, so you are not just open to anything. Though you are open, you are ready to learn, but you don't learn anything. Just anything. Like if you are a Christian and you don't want to, people are talking about immorality, it's better you block your ears or they are playing immoral music. Like in those days, sung by some artists like Donna Summer and Marvin Gaye. Very sensuous song and music. The mind is always very inquisitive. It asks a lot of questions because it wants to get a very good ground to be able to make its decision. So it has to be, it's always very inquisitive. Number 5, it is very creative. Productive mind is, that's why it's productive. It's creative. That's like what I said yesterday, that the mind is very creative. So for you to be creative, you need to take care of what goes in and comes out of your mind. Number 6, once a productive mind discovers an idea, it latches onto it and works with it to a desirable conclusion. So when it gets an idea, he holds on to it and says, wow, that's a good idea, that's fantastic. Holds on to it and works with it. Like the Bible says, the vision is for an appointed time. Take it and run with it to achieve. So that is what productive mind does. It works with relevant information to a conclusive end. Number 7, it operates with wide-eyed vision. Like I said yesterday, it's very, very keen, sifts everything that comes across it. So it operates with wide-eyed vision means as it is doing things, it is conscious what goes on around it. You don't allow anybody to sabotage your effort or your good feelings or your good ideas. So whatever you are doing, the productive mind is always operating with wide eyes. That doesn't mean that you open your eyes wide, but you understand. You're always conscious of what goes on around you. How it goes on. You don't work as if you're an island. No. You're very sensitive to your environment. Number 8, it is focused, it is patient, and it is persistent. You know, productivity is always a process. So if a productive mind, you don't start a process today and let it finish now. No, everything always have a function of time and depends on the thing that will determine how long it will take. So to be able to get results, the productive mind knows that it needs the force of patience, but it's focused and it's persistent, knowing that it's already on a good journey. Yes, thank you, Marvelous. Yes, the vision is for an appointed time and it doesn't fail once you latch onto it. Number 9, the productive mind is intolerant of mediocrity. I repeat, the productive mind is intolerant of mystic attitudes and suggestions. You know, the productive mind is unique. It works on it. So remember, like we said yesterday, it has good self-concept and good self-esteem, believes in itself, is confident in itself. So when you want to do something, remember there will always be detractors that will want to come and sabotage your effort. Some discouragers, like it happens in the Bible. Nehemiah was trying to build the broken wall of Jerusalem. He already gotten permission of the king. He got support of the king. The king gave him resources. The king gave him soldiers to assist him on his journey and so on. But we have Sanballat and Tobias who were coming to discourage him. They say, this one you are building, small, even dogs or whatever goes working can even, if you crumble, it's not. They tried, but it did not give in because it has a focused mind, creative mind, knew where it was going. It's Jim Rohn that said it in his book, 7 Strategies for Growth, for Wealth and Happiness. He said when you are trying to achieve something good, some forces, he said he could not explain, we just try to discourage you, to sabotage you, but you are the one that knows where you are going, what you're doing, what you are planning to get. You are the one that will stay focused. So the productive mind is intolerant of mediocrity, pessimism, and attitudes that do not foster for growth and development. It operates with what is called the growth mindset and principle of positivity. Number 10, it is considerate and believes in the principle of individual differences. I repeat, the productive mind is considerate and believes in the principle of individual difference. That it believes that you and I are not the same and cannot be the same. We may have some similarities, but definitely there are some differences that should be expected. That's based on principle of what you call principle of individual differences. In that case, the productive mind is open to understand and appreciate the strengths and weaknesses of people that he or she is working with. Is very open to understand that we are not the same. I may think this way, I may be smart this way, but as smart and intelligent cannot be the same. So the productive mind will not say, if I were you, you can't be me, I can't be you. We just say, okay, with that one you have said, very good, the way you have brought it this way, can we not do it this way or that way? Now you can see blend your idea, cross-fertilization of ideas. Productive mind. Number 11, it is willing and it's always ready to impart and share fresh knowledge with every living soul. The productive mind is not selfish. Once you know something, you don't take it to yourself. You try to share that knowledge, share their idea, share that wisdom with as many as are willing to learn. Because what is it that we are not given by God? Yeah, you are smart, but definitely you know that if you look wide enough, you know that there's somebody somewhere smarter than you. You are not so smart. There's somebody somewhere that is even not as smart as you. So that is life. So, but whatever ability, opportunity you have, try to let others benefit from it. That is part of the qualities of the productive mind. Also, it believes that time is an asset to be invested, not just spent. So the productive mind values time and values time very serious. It doesn't play with time. You don't fritter away the time of the productive because you know that time counts. People used to say time is money, but I've come to understand that time is life. So if you're able to allow anybody to waste your time, you are succeeding to allow that person to waste your life. And that is not good at all. So the productive mind believes in the value of time and that your time is supposed to be invested in something that is productive and that adds value to life. It also believes, that's number 13 now, it believes in the viability and the indispensability of a healthy relationship. So the productive mind values relationship. That man is not an island. You cannot do it all. Believes in the principle of division of labor. Even if you have all the skill, you have all the wisdom, but you cannot, you have only 2 hands. And in the production system, you have so many things to do. For you to be the producer, the machine operator, the marketer, now you see time. But if you are the producer, then the marketer will take it. While they are marketing, you are producing. Because you cannot be doing all these things at the same time. You cannot be producing and be marketing at the same time. Okay, you have produced these products now. You want to market it, that means you have to take it out of the production factory. So while you take it out, who is handling the production? So you can see that is when you have the skill. Share it and share the opportunity. So believe that relationships matter, either within the home or within the organization, within the institution. Relationships matter, and that to have good relationship, healthy one, is indispensable to growth and development. Number 14, it believes in the principle of mutual respect. I believe you must have heard that statement before. They say respect is reciprocal. You respect me, I respect you. But whatever your cadre, whatever your status in life, is good if you have a productive mind to respect everyone that come across your path in life. Your driver, the courier officer, the security man at the gate, the secretary, your PA, everybody deserves some level of respect. As they respect you, also give them their own measure of respect. Good morning, Mr. So. Good morning, Mr. So, Mrs. So. How's the family? You just say, what's good this morning? Why are you greeting me? Don't you ever open your mouth to greet me. What is that supposed to mean? Because so a productive mind believes in the principle of mutual respect. And whatever you have, don't let it give you an ego that can get you into trouble tomorrow. What I mean is this. Like somebody in our community, somebody said some time ago that because he has a good car, if he sees you touch that car or lean on the car, and he parks the car on the street, you know, you may be talking to a friend, maybe you are just strolling, and just get to the car and just say, let's just pause here and talk, and just lean on the car. The man will, according to the people that saw it, they say the man will shout, will you just forward? And you're living in the same community. What kind of relationship is this breeding people in that community? So you can imagine how we behave in the place of work and so on like that. So number 15 now, it believes that relationships need to be maintained healthy and nurtured and kept vibrant. No, it's one thing to have good relationship, it's another thing to nurture that relationship. Let me quickly share this story so that you can learn from that. The story was shared on the net some months back, that in this particular frozen food shop, there is a security man that is always at the gate, and when the workers come in, some of them will just ignore as if he was never there. So when I go in bed, there's a lady that just have that nice mind, we just greet the man courteously, and when going, we say good night, greetings to your family. So this particular day, the security man just observed that this lady came signing to work, and he did not see her leave when others were signing out. He was wondering, where is Mrs. Where is Mrs. Susu? Nobody could say anything. Then he started searching the cold rooms one by one, the freezers. He just opened one freezer and he saw her almost frozen to death. So he had to bring her out, put his security jacket and blankets around her and try to give her warm, is it tea or coffee to revive her. What saved her? Because of her courtesy. So please, don't discountenance anybody, no matter their status along your path in life. Number 16, quickly. The productive likes and creates challenges and appreciates freshness and dislike the status quo principle. Status quo principle means as it is, so let it be, let it continue to be. But life doesn't support the status quo. Life wants growth and development. That is part of the characteristics of living things, growth and development. So maintaining the status quo is not part of the work of a product. That's why when you work in any establishment, they will always want to know what new values are you bringing to the table, what do you want to add to our company. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, Nisinugari, please try and subscribe and share your comment as well. Julinka, you're welcome. Thanks so much. Where are you reflecting from, please? Let's know. Share with me. I'm reflecting from Nigeria. So challenges are part of life, and we have been made to know challenges facilitates our growth and development. When you face challenges, your thinking faculty develops. There was some time when I saw a documentary done by the British Council on the function of the brain. They used the rats, that the more the rats faces challenges, the more nerve cells grow in the brain. When it faces more physical challenges, more capillary, tiny blood vessels are produced, are developed. But when it starts to think, when they give you some challenges, they see that some nerve cells, more neurons are developed in the nervous system of the rat. So in the same way, when you and I engages our brain, our nervous system productively with critical thinking, it facilitates growth and development. So a productive mind likes and appreciates challenges and freshness of ideas. 17, it takes pride and joy in corporate development, and at the same time, it appreciates distinction of purpose. What that is telling us that the productive mind is not so selfish, is not so egocentric, that he wants to do things in the office or in any place and say, yes, I'm the man, I'm the lady, I'm the genius, I'm the A-lister, I'm the this one. No, he believes in corporate ideas, corporate glory, corporate joy. Let's work together to achieve corporate glory for ourselves. Like it happens in the game of football. However, when there's room for distinction, it doesn't shy away from that. That's why they used to sing that song in church. Everybody blow your trumpet. Bible says, let your light so shine before men. You are the salt. So when you use your salt and you shine your light, you are not being proud. You are just being distinct. You are not just being unique. You are just showing the quality you are made of. You are just sharing part of your goodness with people around you. Okay. So the productive mind also works at achieving excellence. Works as achieving excellence and is always ready to pay the price. Is always ready to pay the price. Yes, excellent, good success, they have prizes. So, people, thank you for reflecting with me on Nisinuga Reflections on the qualities and attributes of the productive mind. And remember, your mind is the very essence of your being. Your mind determines your personality, your worth, and your value. So don't allow anybody to mess up your mind. And that's why don't allow people to put words in your mouth. They may not want to say it, but you say it. Like they say in Yoruba, ọ̀rọ̀ tí ọlọ́gbọ́n bá sọ ẹnu àṣírí láti. That is the words which the wise man speaks. It is the mouth of the foolish man that we say. Because the wise man knows that if I say this and you get me into trouble, we now come and suggest it. We say it. You now say it. When you did not understand the consequences and the real import of that, and said it finished. Said, what did you say? Do you understand what you have said? It's not me or it's me. He also said, did I say it? Nobody heard it from my mouth. It's your mouth. You are the one that said it. Aren't you the one? So people of God, and wonderful people. Once again, thank you. Share your comments and subscribe to my channel so that you continue to share good ideas like this so that we continue to grow and learn together, working with productive mind, adding values to our society and everybody that comes along our path in life. Till we meet again tomorrow, stay blessed. Happy new month, blessed new month, more productive new month. Thank you.